Welcome back to Mercy Broken English. I wan use this opportunity to wish everyone wey be say e dey watch Mercy Broken English. I wish una happy new year 2021. May God guide una and protect una for this year. May be better than the other year when we be say we don't live. So I just want to say happy new year to all my followers. May God continue guide una. So I get special video when be say I want show now. This video here, I feel say na special one, but now wetin dey go on for America, because I see say Donald Trump no wan leave the seat for Joe Biden, and also all the followers for Donald Trump, the day for inside the White House, I see say that they fight there, that they destroy things. So now the video when be say I want show now, make una watch.
It began with large crowds, but now and then escalated to this assault on the Capitol. And now, Eamon, we have new video.
Yeah, that's right, Shep. These pro-Trump loyalists have stormed the Senate floor now. And Frank Thorpe, who is the NBC News Capitol Hill reporter, has just tweeted out this video, which you can see now, of protesters on the floor milling about. At least one of those protesters wearing a Trump flag as a cape. You can see another one appears to be unloading a suitcase or a duffel bag of some sort. And the protesters, at the point that video was taken, he just tweeted that out a few moments ago, appear to have total and unrestricted control of the Senate floor. I don't see any Capitol Police presence there at all on the U.S. Senate floor as we watch those protesters sort of milling about without really seeming to have any sense of what they're going to do once they got there. But the concern among many here, in addition to the symbolism, is going to be who got onto the Senate floor, what did they bring with them. This is a very controlled security environment where everybody who comes in has to go through metal detectors, have their bags checked and everything else. All of these bags now have been brought into the Capitol complex. It's not clear by whom, with what intent, what was brought into the Capitol, where all those people are right now. This is an enormous security nightmare of epic proportions for the Capitol Police now to deal with all of these people roaming the Capitol, angry, shouting. We've seen video of them fighting with the Capitol Police inside the Capitol building, and now we don't know exactly what they're carrying or what their intent is, Shep. So it's a very scary moment on the Senate floor as you see those protesters have total control over one of the most hallowed chambers in American democracy.
Unnerving and remarkable scenes of chaos on the doorstep of the home of American democracy. Angry supporters of the president advancing on the Capitol.
USA! USA!
Tensions escalating quickly.
Security had closed off this area of the Capitol, but after those protesters pushed their way through a gate, they made their way up here to the steps and even climbed some of the bleachers set up for inauguration, prompting a heavy response from police.
Officers tried to push back, firing pepper bullets into the agitated crowd. Trump supporters only grew bolder, and police lost control. They forced their way into the building. Outnumbering the officers inside, they seized this sacred space, leading to unimaginable scenes and violence. One woman was shot and killed, and several police officers were hurt. It took the president more than 2 hours to tweet his first call for calm. Considered a slow response since these people listened to him and genuinely believe his false claims the election was stolen.
We want Trump! We want Trump!
I'm distressed. We shouldn't be here at this, having this kind of a discussion in this country.
We're coming!
A claim he knows infuriates his base, a claim he repeated at a rally this morning.
We will never give up. We will never concede.
This will be remembered as a brutal day for American democracy, making the transition of power all the more difficult for the incoming president.
So, Katie, that was today. Can you give us a sense of what it's like where you are tonight? It's quite late.
Things have calmed down quite significantly, Adrian. Let's show you. There's just a few members of the National Guard that we can see standing between us and Capitol Hill, which is actually somewhat surprising given the violence and given what happened here on these grounds today. One other thing I should mention, the mayor of Washington, D.C. just held a news conference, and she announced there'll be an emergency order here in the city until January 21st, the day after inauguration. Given what happened with this protest and given the scene that unfolded, they don't want a repeat of that. So essentially, this order will give them more access to resources for policing.
All right, Katie Simpson in Washington tonight.
Now, all that happened while something very important to the democratic process was going on inside the Capitol building. The Electoral College votes from the presidential election were being tabulated. Sealed certificates from each state are kept in these ceremonial boxes. When people fled the Senate floor, quick-thinking staff grabbed them and kept them safe. Now let's head next to Susan Ormiston. Susan, an extraordinary day for Americans no matter where they were, but a scary one for those who were inside that building when it was stormed.
Yeah, Andrew, many Americans are reeling tonight watching those images, saying they can't believe this is their country. But the seeds for this were sown over a month ago by a president who won't give up.
A stunning image defending the inner sanctum of the U.S. Capitol with guns drawn, intruders at the window. Lawmakers ducking for safety. Just after 2 o'clock, their chamber surrounded by an angry mob.
We're being instructed to each of us get gas masks that are under our seats.
The most brazen of those protesters savoring the moments. In the chair on the House floor. Inside Nancy Pelosi's office. One leaving a note, "We will not back down." This day was meant to formally certify election results, a routine protocol, with Majority Leader Mitch McConnell urging lawmakers to move ahead.
The voters, the courts, and the states have all spoken. They've all spoken. If we overrule them, it would damage our republic forever.
Instead, the certification vote was aborted by violence and protest in the name of Trump, and under his urging that the election was stolen. Biden stopped just shy of saying Trump incited it.
It's chaos. It borders on sedition, and it must end now.
He called on Trump to step up, which he did, with admiration for the protesters.
We love you. You're very special. You've seen what happens. You see the way others are treated that are so bad and so evil. I know how you feel. But go home and go home in peace.
But damage done. D.C. is under curfew. Police are bracing for more riots overnight.
Today's events did not happen spontaneously. The president who promoted conspiracy theories that motivated these thugs, the president who exhorted them to come to our nation's capital, egged them on.
Legislators did go back to work tonight to try to finish what they started, to officially make Joe Biden president.
Among the many questions tonight is why those protesters were able to overrun police on Capitol Hill, why the security wasn't more robust, and how this actually all happened. It's not as if the march was a surprise, nor its motivation unclear. And the resistance that we see today in Washington is not going to fade away. I mean, many will be unfazed, thinking that this is just desserts for the stolen election that President Trump keeps promoting. It's only 2 weeks till the inauguration. The Capitol here in D.C. will be very tense. In fact, tonight the FBI discovered and dismantled 2 homemade explosives placed near both the Democratic and Republican national headquarters.
So, Susan, what have we heard from, more recently from the president?
Well, not that recently at all. His last tweet was about 6 o'clock, saying that the supporters need to remember this day forever. He called the election fraudulent again, and then Twitter blocked him out of his own account for the next 12 hours and Instagram for 24 hours and warned that the suspension may be more permanent.
Susan Ormiston, thank you very much.
This one at the end of Mercy Broken English for today. So thank you so much for watching. And say if you never subscribe, try to subscribe to Mercy Broken English. And not forget to put on your notification bell. Now that notification bell, now you go to know when Mercy Broken English don't upload. And now for free, you don't need to pay. Okay, bye-bye. Happy New Year 2021 to all of una. Mona, stay blessed.